Well, hello there, Virgo. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. So today we are doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of August 29th through September 4th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's take a look. My goodness. Okay, so Sagittarius had the same energy. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. You know, Virgo, your messages lately have been really intense. This is the number 44, okay? And fours are about building that foundation, of celebrating what you have accomplished in building a foundation for something. And then being able to go to the next level. I'm getting a little bit of a different vibe than I did with the Sagittarius reading. I feel like there is this moment this week where you are going to be celebrating what you have already achieved and what you still know is about to come. It's almost this, the power here is the knowing of what it's almost like you can see into the future. Really, very different than Sag. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, blessed. It's almost, you may have even this moment this week. Something happens. Somebody says something to you, or you have a dream, or you know, you just have this moment. Sometimes my moments come in the car. I don't know why. You know, sitting in traffic or whatever, and it's kind of like, you know, oh, that's an interesting idea, you know. But I feel like I guess I'm saying that because look at the blessed card. She almost looks like, you know, she's in some kind of a hovercraft or something like that, you know, looking into the future. I feel like it's almost like not back to the future, right? It's looking into the future. It's as if you have this moment where you get this clear glimpse of where you are going. And it might only be just a couple of seconds, but it's this energy of being so calm, of being, okay, everything's going to be okay. I know I'm going to arrive wherever it is that I want to go, whether, you know, that's a transformation you're making in yourself or in your career, in your business, in our relationships. It's almost as if, okay, it's all going to be okay. Wonderful energy. Yeah, and then look, we have transformation on the bottom. You know, we just had the new moon in Virgo. We're in Virgo season. This is a time where I feel like you really, it's almost like you're the superstars of the zodiac right now. I mean, at least for my readings. It's almost as if you are coming into your own. It's truly Virgo season. That's how I feel. Like you are coming into your own power. Like after a long time of perhaps waiting for it. Oh my goodness. Wow. After a long time of being stuck. And I know that from doing your readings over the last year or so. It's this energy of being stuck, of almost being on that hamster wheel, of going over the same things over and over again, whether, you know, they're the same patterns of behavior in relationships or job, career, the same limiting beliefs, you know. And then look at this, new supportive connections. It's taken some time for you to get to this energy of breaking that stuck energy. Yeah, you have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Things are changing and you know it. And I feel like, once again, you know, maybe you're driving the car, driving home from work, stuck in traffic at a red light, you know, or you have this dream or something, or a conversation. Maybe you have a conversation with your boss, or, you know, or perhaps, you know, you go out on a date, because you've had a lot of romance coming up in your readings lately for me. But perhaps you go out on a first date and you get this glimpse 10 years down the line. You can see yourself with this person because you do have the new supportive connections. And I'm not saying that it's kind of like, to me, it's almost like this sense of calm. It's like, oh my goodness, Like, I know this is going to work out. So I don't have to push so hard at it. Where I feel like for some of you, you've been pushing so hard, and yet it's almost like spinning your tires in the mud there, right? You weren't going anywhere. And now all of a sudden things are starting to turn in your favor. It's almost this sense of also realizing that it's time to allow things to come to you, that you don't have to push so hard, that you can allow the universe to bring things in for you. Oh my goodness, 3 of Cups on the bottom. You are celebrating. You are celebrating. After a long time of not being sure things were going to work out, you're stepping into this sense. Look at this. You have the Ace of Swords, which to me is like stepping into your truth. It's a victory. It's understanding that you are going to be victorious. And then the Star card, true healing, but it's also about your wishes, your dreams coming true. Of things that you have wanted being granted to you by the universe, but it's a celebration of all of this. It's understanding, my goodness, I have worked so hard for this. I think that's the difference between, your Panther spirit and Sagittarius, is that it's almost like you're ready to celebrate, even if it hasn't actually come into reality for you, you can feel the energy coming towards you. So it's like you're truly believing it's going to happen, which helps to bring it in even faster. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because look at this. You have happy success and you have the Ace of Wands. A fresh new start in something. And I'm not saying that you're starting completely from scratch in something. This can be just that fresh burst of magic, of inspiration, of motivation, of enthusiasm for what it is that you are trying to bring in. Sometimes, when we're stuck for a long time, we feel like, oh, I've been on the wrong path. I'm not doing the right things, right? Well, sometimes the universe just needs a little bit more time to get things lined up for you, right? Your job during that time is just to be patient, to allow these things to work out so that they will come to you in the divine time. I feel like now you are stepping into this energy of really being. It's almost as if I know it's going to happen, so I don't have to worry about it. The Ace of Wands to me is almost this like aha moment that is it's like, yeah, it's going to work out. Your new way to go is not being worried about being stuck or what's happened in the past. Is like, I am just so excited about what's coming forward. Okay, they're showing me, and it's, oh my gosh, okay, I get it. It's kind of like they're showing me a little child, like 5 or 6, looking at the calendar and counting like how many days until their birthday. And it's your birthday season, right? And it's kind of like you're counting how many days until your birthday, because, little kids love their birthday. When we get older, we're glad we're having them. But it's kind of like, you're like the 5 or 6-year-old that is so excited because you know that on your birthday you're going to get a new bike or whatever it is that you're wanting for your birthday. It's almost as if you're really getting excited. It's almost like the countdown has begun for whatever it is that you're wanting to bring in. You're like the 5-year-old counting down how many more days to your birthday. All right, so let's take a look at your obstacle, your area of resistance. Look at this. 2 of Swords and behind a mask. So the 2 of Swords is that energy of blocking, of not being sure it's going to come in. It's, look at the hat is pulled down over her eyes, right? And it's almost as if, well, I don't want to see into the future. You have the Panther spirit. The Panther spirit is keenly aware, can look into the future with those, keen green eyes, just, they can see what's going to happen in the future, right? And here you're kind of like, I don't want to look into the future because I don't want to be disappointed if I'm not going to get what I'm wanting, right? If it's not going to manifest. So I'd rather just not look. But if you're not looking, if you're not putting your energy towards what it is that you want to have come into you, it's not going to happen, right? So it's almost as if with the behind the mask, you may have been saying, oh, I really hope I get a bike for my birthday, right? But then you go to maybe you go to school and at lunch you're talking to your friends and they're like, oh, your birthday's coming up, Virgo. What do you want for your birthday? And you might say, well, I kind of like, I think I might like to have a bike, you know, but I'm not really sure. Probably not going to get a bike. So maybe a basketball. I'll get a basket. I hope I get a basketball. It's kind of like you're not really putting it out there to anybody in your world. It's like you're holding back, kind of announcing, right? Celebrating, wanting to celebrate what it is that you're bringing in. It's because you're just so worried about being disappointed. And Virgo, I mean, I'm sending you lots of love and hugs. You have been disappointed in the past. It's almost as if that fear, you know, is kind of coming into play. It's kind of like you get this glimpse, right? That you are going to have this success, that you are getting what it is that you wish for. And then you're kind of like, no, close it, shut it down. I don't want to wish too hard because I don't want my heart broken again. It's almost like, you know, I remember when I was a kid, I was probably like 10 at the time. And, I was not looking for this, okay? But I happened to be looking for something else. And then I went into, you know, like the hall closet or something. And I stumbled across some of the Christmas presents my mom had purchased, right? And she was hiding in the closet, right? I stumbled across them. And I had a sister, and she and I were about the same size. We weren't twins, but we were about the same size. And she had 2 outfits. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I hope this one is mine. Because I really liked the color. They were like the identical outfits, right? But in 2 different colors. I was like, oh, I hope that's mine, you know? But it was kind of like that morning, that Christmas morning. I mean, I didn't tell my mom I had found this, the presents. But it was kind of like that morning when I was opening, you know, the box, and I kind of knew one of 2 things that was going to be in there, right? It was going to be either the red outfit or the blue outfit. And I remember going, oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to open this because I don't want to be disappointed. I wasn't disappointed. Yeah, it's that energy. It is that energy of, I don't want to be disappointed. Well, I want to clarify this. Let's see what we have here. We all do that though, don't we? You know, when we don't want to be disappointed, we kind of procrastinate, or we kind of don't want to actually take action on something, right? Because we don't want it to be a disappointment. It's kind of like the wishing part of what it is that we want. Sometimes we hold on to that because if we move from the wishing something in to actually having it come in, it may not come in the way that we're wishing for it. And it's almost that energy of when you're getting ready to go on a trip. Sometimes the anticipation of going on the trip is just as great, if not better, than the trip itself sometimes, right? And it's kind of like, oh, I'm just so excited to go on this trip. And then the trip comes and you're really excited, but then the anxiety comes. Will it meet my expectations? And I feel like that is kind of, in a way, blocking what it is that you want. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, because you have the 8 of Swords on the bottom, it's almost like you're blocking this from coming in. That's why you're stuck, because you're just so fearful it's not going to be as wonderful as you are hoping it is. So it's really about, look at this. We have the Page of Cups that's holding 1 cup, and then the 9 of Cups. Right? It's this energy of 1 + 9 = 10. You have the 10 of Cups in your hand. You really and truly do. It's almost as if you don't, you know, the page is looking at this cup and it has a fish in it, right? And it's kind of like he's talking to the fish. Are there 9 other cups with you? Or is this all I'm getting? Or are there 9 other cups that come with you? And then we have the 10 of Wands, putting down the burdens of trying to manifest the exact thing, because the universe is going to bring you even something better. It always brings in the very best that there is for you, right? So it's kind of like almost allowing the universe to do their work, to say, okay, I surrender. I'm inspired. I'm excited about what is coming forth for me. And I'm just going to allow whatever it is to come in, dropping the burden of the expectation of what it is. Because look at this, Virgo. This is your advice, peace and King of Pentacles. Just step into the energy of being peaceful, knowing that what it is that you're trying to manifest is going to come in. So let's talk about the King of Pentacles. This could mean, the tangible things. The King of Pentacles is very wealthy, right? Very business savvy. It's bringing in all of the material things that you want. With the King of Pentacles, it's this energy of, I have so much that I can be generous with others. The King of Pentacles is also very much your energy, very reliable, very resourceful, very responsible, very grounded energy, If you're looking for love, the King of Pentacles also is a symbol of a long-term committed relationship partner, right? And the gender doesn't matter. It's just the energy of somebody. The King and Queen of Pentacles are the epitome of the perfect couple because they're both very responsible, reliable, business savvy, take good care of themselves, their home, their family, and their community because they have enough to share with others. And so I feel as if your advice here is just to be peaceful in the knowing that this is coming in for you, whether it's tangible things that you're looking for or a romantic relationship. So let's clarify this and see what we have. Oh my goodness. Page of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles twice. This is somebody coming in with an offer, a message of good news. If you've been waiting for a job offer, you've been waiting for a date, somebody would call you up and ask you out. If you've been waiting for an opportunity to start your own business or something, this is good news coming in. It's usually a tangible thing, but it can also be a lesson that you're learning at this time, the wisdom that you have gained from this journey that you've been on that is going to help you to grow from one pentacle into a whole pile of pentacles, So yeah, here's your energy. And this, I'm going to say this Five of Pentacles, I would say is the energy that you were really kind of, stuck with for some time about, 6 months ago or so. You were really, very concerned that you weren't going to be able to bring in what it is that you wanted. Some of you were financially, concerned about your finances, your financial stability. Some of you feeling alone and left out in the cold, rejected, abandoned by others, but that is your energy from the past. It's to allow you to look at how much progress. I feel like your spirit guides, your angels, want you to know how much progress you have made because you are going from the Five of Pentacles, right, to the King of Pentacles. This energy of, I'll never make it. I'll never have enough. I'm going to be stuck here alone and abandoned and rejected for the rest of my life, to the King of Pentacles. That is how far you have come on your journey. I think that's part of this blessed. You understand just, okay, this journey was not easy, and it wasn't. I'm sending you lots of hugs and love for the journey that you have been on, but it's as if it was all worth it because it's bringing you everything that you really have wanted. You've been able to manifest the magician. You know now that you have all of the tools that you need in order to bring in whatever it is that you want. Once again, when you were in this energy, you still had back then all of the tools that you needed. The magician has all four tools. He has, the wand, the cup, the pentacle, and the sword. And he knows how to use them, he or she, right? When you were in this energy, you still had all of the tools, You just weren't confident in yourself to know that you could use them. Now, the King of Pentacles knows that he is the magician, right? It's not just about having the tools. He knows how to use the tools in order to bring in what it is that he wants. That is what is bringing you this peace. This peace is, it doesn't matter what happens on my path in the future, what obstacles come my way, what hurdles may appear, because now I have the strength and the courage to know that I can manifest. I have the tools to work around those obstacles and to still bring in the happy success that I'm looking for. I feel like that is where this true healing is coming in. Understanding that in the past you may have been trying to convince other people, right, that you were the magician, or you were trying to manifest things that other people wanted you to have. Now you're stepping into this energy of understanding that you are the magician. It doesn't matter what other people think of you or how they react to what you are creating or putting out there. All that really matters is how you feel about it. When you were focusing on the external, this is how you felt. Now that you understand it's only about what you think, right? What you want to manifest, that you step into this energy. And this, I believe, is with the judgment. Okay, this is also the judgment card, is stepping onto your soul's path. Understanding now that you are a spiritual leader, that you have the wisdom, you have gone within, you have done the healing. You now know what your truth is and you're ready to celebrate it, share it with others. The judgment day is also understanding. Yes, I went from this energy to this energy. And I did it because I manifested it for myself when I focused more on what I want from my heart instead of focusing on the external. Wow, that is quite the journey, Virgo. That is quite the journey. All right. And I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And Virgo, there is a 20% discount during Virgo season for your readings for Virgo. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to do your soul truth card. Am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. You know, I think that's interesting because when you were in this energy, your needs didn't matter. All you were worried about were the needs of other people, right? Pleasing other people, putting their needs in front of yours. And now you're kind of like, no, my needs matter. You know, the King of Pentacles meets his own needs, meets the needs of the people he cares about, but then also, you know, thinks about the greater good. Okay, very much so. But he understands he can't give to others until he also steps into his own power of manifesting what it is that he wants for himself. All right, what are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do you need? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? You know, a lot of times we don't express our needs. It brings up a good point when we don't feel safe in the relationships that we're in, whether they're in career or job, love, family, friends, right? We don't express our needs because we're afraid. If I express my needs, people are going to get upset. They're going to leave me, right? Now you're stepping into the energy of, well, if I'm always worried about what other people think or their needs over mine, right? I'm never going to be happy. It's stepping into the energy of understanding that happy, okay, comes in when I understand that I have to put my needs first, but I also have to be able to communicate those needs with the other people in my life, right? Because we had 3 of Cups. sharing what you need from the other people in your life. And a lot of times, we think of that as being selfish, but it's not being selfish, because the King of Pentacles knows that when he communicates what he needs from other people, and then allows that energy to come to him, right? That he can provide for so many other people. It's almost this energy of understanding that the more you take care of yourself and your needs, the more you can do for the collective as a whole. Wow. Really, really highly spiritual, right? Because it's moving out of this giving to others. You may have felt like, well, I just have to give to others. But the energy here is you also have to allow things to come to you. You have to take care of your own needs, and then you can help take care of others in a much bigger way. Wow. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I really do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again, and happy birthday. Once again, happy birthday to all of you. I wish you much love and light. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.